Hi there, Sage Canaday here, bringing you a VO2 Max Productions training talk video. Today we're going to focus on a key workout that I think will really improve your performance, whether you're training for a 5K or maybe even a marathon, and anything in between. So of course with training you have to look at the whole process, your whole training program leading up to a race that you want to peak for, when you want to be in the best shape of your life. And getting there, you're going to have a mix of workouts. You're going to need some long runs, you're going to need some lactate threshold workouts, possibly some VO2 max workouts, strides and drills also help, supplementary workouts. But I just want to focus in on this one workout today because I think it gives you the most fitness gains for the amount of time and effort you have to put into it. And it's a workout that you could do, once a week or once every 10 days, and it really fits into your training program, whether you're just starting off or you're tapering before your race. It's a real good maintenance workout, but it also builds that strength and fitness that you always need. And I think that's really key for improving in running. The key workout, which is based on tempo run, lactate threshold training, and I really have to give credit to Jack Daniels for this workout, is the 20-minute tempo run. And it's really just a matter of getting out there, getting your heart rate up above 80% of your maximum heart rate, and sustaining a nice, steady, relatively long effort. 20 minutes is a very manageable session for a lot of people, and if you're in a rush, you don't have enough time to put in a super long workout, you don't want to go to the track and run the dreaded interval session of mile repeats or thousands. This workout really gives you a lot of fitness gains for the amount of time that you're spending in it and the amount of effort that you're putting into it. Because it's a reasonable workout. You don't have to kill yourself on it, and most people will run it too hard, so you really do want to back off and keep yourself in check. And pace is a good way to kind of judge that. Obviously it depends if you're on a flat course or you're on a road or it's hot or cold out, but generally speaking you are going to want to run this workout at around 10K race pace or 10K goal pace. And if you're not sure what pace that might be, you could look at maybe what you've run for a 5K recently, double that, and then add a couple minutes. For you highly trained collegiate athletes or people that have been running for a long time, maybe their 5K's close or their 10K's closer to double their 5K time plus a minute. But for the general population, for a lot of beginners out there, you want to be more on the conservative side and say your 5K PR is 20 minutes. So you double that, you got 40 minutes, then add a couple minutes. So 42 minutes is what you'd be looking at as kind of a goal 10K pace. And it may be a little slower than that, but you could definitely do your 20-minute tempo run at that pace, at that intensity pace. 42 minutes, you're looking at maybe a 6:45 to 6:50 per mile, and you just have to do that for 20 minutes. And you could find a flat course, ideally find a somewhat flat course so you could really dial into that pace. But obviously things like weather, how you feel on that day are going to kind of influence that. So it's kind of a rough estimate of what pace you want to run. Obviously the more advanced runners, you're getting closer to half marathon pace for that 20-minute session. And you could even do it on a track because you're probably going to go between 3 miles to maybe even closer to 4 miles depending on how fast you are. But that's kind of the pace you want to dial into. And to start the workout, you definitely want to do an easy warm-up, at least a mile of just some real easy jogging, and then you could stop and stretch a little bit, maybe do a couple strides. You don't have to, you could just roll straight into the faster pace, but you start that 20-minute session after you've done a fair warm-up, and then after you end the 20 minutes, you should be breathing fairly hard because you did give a 85% effort overall, and it did get progressively harder. Maybe you were approaching your VO2 max towards the end, so you definitely want to do a good cool down afterwards, at least another mile of easy jogging if you have time, and maybe a couple strides or build-ups and some light stretching. This type of workout, this 20-minute tempo run, is a good starting point. It's something I still use, and it really builds your aerobic fitness and your strength at the same time, and it gives you that springboard that you could do higher intensity VO2 max workouts off of, that you could race off of. And I think that's really key, so that's why I wanted to share it with you today. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more VO2 Max Productions.